Darkness. Endless. Silent. The earth is young, fierce and untamed. Winds scream across frozen plains, carrying the scent of blood and smoke. Beneath a dying sun, a small band of humans moves, gaunt, exhausted, yet unbroken. Every step is survival. Every breath, a fight against extinction. They are prey in a world of predators, dwarfed by mammoths, hunted by saber-toothed beasts, stalked by the merciless cold. Yet something burns within them, a defiance, a spark that refuses to die. Because when nature turned against them, they turned against nature. They learned. They adapted. They fought. From hunger came invention. From fear, courage. From darkness, fire. This is the story of our ancestors, the ones who endured when the world itself tried to erase them. The prehistoric world was a crucible, a planet in its raw, violent form. Ice stretched for miles, devouring the land. Volcanoes spat fire into ash-filled skies. Storms raged for weeks, drowning valleys and freezing rivers into stone. Life was short and brutal. Death waited in the shadows. Early humans were few, scattered tribes struggling to survive in a world not made for them. With no shelter but caves and no weapons beyond sharpened stone, they faced starvation, disease, and the endless cold. But they learned. They watched the herds move with the seasons. They learned to read the sky, to follow the wind. Through suffering came understanding, the first language of survival. They were fragile in body, yet unstoppable in spirit. The world itself tried to erase them. In a time before agriculture, every meal was a battle. The forests and plains were both provider and executioner. Berries, roots, insects, these sustained life when the hunt failed. But when hunger struck hard, they turned to the chase. Picture it, dawn mist curling over the grasslands, a small group of hunters crouched low. They tracked the herd, antelope, deer, maybe even a mammoth. Each footstep calculated. Each breath measured. A single shout breaks the silence, spears fly, hearts pound, the earth trembles beneath a stampede. Success means survival, failure means hunger. Through these hunts, humans learned more than how to kill. They learned patience, coordination, and trust, the foundation of every civilization to come. But the hunt went both ways. The night belonged to predators, enormous, fearless, ancient. Saber-toothed cats, cave bears, dire wolves, each saw humans as prey. When the fire died, the beasts came. The growl in the darkness was not imagination, it was a promise. And when they attacked, survival demanded more than bravery. It demanded unity. Together, humans learned to defend the camp. Spears glinted in the firelight. Stones and torches became weapons of defiance. For the first time, the hunters became a force to be feared. Each victory over the beasts taught a new lesson. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the mastery of it. Then came the moment that changed everything, fire. A bolt of lightning, a burning branch, and a realization, this was not destruction, this was salvation. Fire became warmth in the cold, light in the darkness, and protection against the wild. It transformed raw meat into nourishment, fear into power, night into safety. Around its glow, tribes gathered, sharing food, stories, and knowledge. Fire became the first hearth, the first teacher, the first heart of humanity. From that moment, humankind ceased to merely survive, and began to live. Alone, they were weak. Together, they were unstoppable. Tribal unity was the greatest weapon of all. Humans learned to plan, to communicate through symbols, sounds, and gestures. Each member had a role: hunter, gatherer, guardian, healer. They built trust, shared burdens, and mourned their dead. In that shared struggle, they forged something unbreakable: community. From cooperation came innovation. Traps replaced chaos. Hunts became strategy. Every generation added to the knowledge of the last, passing it down in stories told by firelight. They no longer wandered blindly. They adapted. Nature shifted again, colder, harsher, more unpredictable. Species vanished. Ice crept south. Yet humans endured. They carved stone into blades, wood into spears, bone into needles and fish hooks. They built shelters, tamed dogs, and crossed rivers on rafts of bound reeds. Every invention was a weapon against extinction, proof that they would not yield. Even when disaster struck, famine, disease, or freezing winds, they fought on. Because survival had become more than instinct. It was their identity. From the ashes of struggle rose the architects of the future. Their battles shaped our hands, our minds, our hearts. Every spark of intelligence, every act of courage, every dream of a better tomorrow, all are born from their will to live. They were not gods or heroes. They were people, fragile, frightened, and hungry, who refused to surrender. Their legacy burns in every flame, beats in every heart, and whispers through every generation: we survived. We endured. We became human. Because the story of humanity is the story of survival itself.